new track that we got submitted. Did that, and I'll just chilling, man. Just kicking back, taking dabs like always, you know.
So you already got the hard part of the day out the way.
Yeah, yeah. The hard part's already over. Now I just gotta make myself get tired so I can go to sleep.
Yeah, good luck on that, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm thinking of dabs or just doing whatever I can. You know what I mean?
Dabs a dab will do.
Yeah, yeah. That would do.
Shit.
That's funny.
So yeah. So we gonna kick it off. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube right now. If you want to check those out,
Let me,
bring some people in. All right, we're
yeah,
on
let me see.
Facebook. Good to go. YouTube's good. I'm just checking the continuity
I don't see you live on the Shadowworks.
on Instagram. All right, let me see.
Yeah, you're on YouTube though, right?
Yeah, on YouTube. Shadowworks.
Okay, what Shadowworks?
Yeah, Shadowworks
Okay,
Entertainment.
okay, I'll check it out.
Let's see.
Yeah, but I appreciate you having me on right here shooting the shits, man. I remember we did that episode the other day, man, on my platform, and we had trouble getting that footage out of there, man. That was
Yeah,
we
like
got the audio up though. If you want to check it out, anybody want to check it out, it's up on YouTube and SoundCloud
so. How did you
and on Instagram.
how'd you start doing how'd you start doing like the shows? Like, what made you want to do the shows?
Well, I pretty much started. Like I mentioned it before. Like I started doing podcasting back in 2019 when I first heard about Anchor. You know, when Anchor was around, you can make podcasts with Anchor. And I started. I just joined it. Ended up testing it out, doing it like for a year, or a few months with my homies. It was called Equinox Talk. You know what I mean? So I got into podcasting doing that. But then in 2020, I announced that I was gonna change the name to Tony's Talk, and then first, I would do just the interviews. Like I would do interviews, and then like I would record shows in my car, just playing music off the speakers of the car. You know what I mean? So it was just like it was no setup. It was just all phone. When I first started, it was all my phone. You know, like the audio, everything would go through the phone microphone or the phone or whatever. You know, so started doing that. I would play like all kinds of music. You know what I mean? That's before they had too many rules and regulations about what you can and can't play. So I would do that, and then I eventually learned how to create an episode on Anchor where I could actually upload the music files. So I started doing that, uploading the music files and just putting like talking segments before and after the song. You know, because I wasn't live, I couldn't do it like on the spot how I do it now. You know, like it was all pre-recorded. So especially with the phone, it was kind of a little harder. So you had to like record your segments and then you got to arrange them in the order you want them to play. You know, on Anchor or whatever. So it was a little
Right.
process, bro. And I started doing interviews of entrepreneurs, boxers, artists, stuff like that. I would do a lot of interviews and like just sit downs with people. And it started becoming what I made it into now, little by little over time. It just developed into what it is, you know. And then people, I started making a community. People started sending me music, and then it just went up, bro. Like everyone started sending me music, you know. For like the first 5 years, first 4 or 5 years, I wasn't asking for any donations or nothing. It was all, just send me your music, I'll play it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So at that point, we got so much. You know, there were so many songs that we were getting. We've literally played like thousands, or if not 10 thousands, of like different artists. You know what I mean? Like several artists, like the past 6 years, bro. Like 5 years. You know, like almost every week, at least once or twice a week, we did a show. You know what I mean? For since 2020. You know what I mean? We've been on it, man. Like you said, like we were talking about the other day, like the storage is just. I've lost so many episodes and recording that I don't have anymore because it just the storage was like it's just so much to store. Or
Make
I had a lot of
decisions.
episodes. I had a lot of my original episodes on Anchor, and Anchor they kicked me out, and I lost everything that I had on there. Freaking, but my Spotify is still up for 2 or 3 of my podcast pages that I had on Spotify. Two of them are still up, and I have a new one I just started, and I'm posting only the interview segments on there, like because it's more talking than it is music.
Yeah.
So that's what they on podcast. On Spotify, they only allow like talking segments. You know, they don't really allow the music mixes. But if you mix it in with a lot of vocals and a lot of music, it's good. All right, it's all right. You know what I mean? But so I do have a current Spotify page. The only episode it has on there is the Lonesome Bittersweet Blues or the Lonesome Beautiful Rhyme episode, the one we did a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
How do you keep
And
track?
it's just a long thing, bro. Like I can keep going. You know, like I started doing the podcast in 2019, Equinox Talk, turned to Tony Talk. it is what it is now. You know what I mean? If you know about Tony Stock, we're a platform that showcases independent artists, podcast, whatever it is. Anybody that wants to get interviewed, showcase, or do a takeover, we'll bring them on. You know what I mean?
That's dope as fuck because that really gives independent artists a place to go and show their music to people that haven't heard it before. Either they to get feedback or to just expose a new audience. And if you got that fire, then fucking bring that shit.
Yeah, yeah. And it's crazy, but and I do give everyone a chance. There's some artists that are not the greatest, but I respect all music. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
especially like me, the kind of mind I have, bro, is that I see like the potential of what they try to create. You know what I mean? Like when they send me a song, it's like not the greatest,
Yep.
but I respect it because I'm like they tried. They're putting it out there. Like I don't have no songs out there that I made like me rapping or singing. You know what I mean? So like I respect any artist that tries and actually goes forward and creates it, records it, puts it out, and even gets it showcased on a platform like mine. You know what I mean? Like my platform reaches a lot of people, not millions, but thousands. And
Yeah.
a lot of people see it. Plus we have a community of people who love the platform, love all the music that we play, and they show love. They interact with the artists. Any new artists we get, they'll show love to them, interact with them. Especially if I'm sharing them or posting them or putting them on the shows. People interact with them. We got a couple fans like that always tune into the shows. We got like Mo, E6, Maurice. They're always tapped in. Tio always taps in too when he gets a chance. You know what I mean? The Cracker Rican shows up. We got people who come on constantly. Sometimes there's some shows where we just have a couple people like Mo's in there or E6, whatever it is. But after the fact, we do the live show. That show gets posted, stays on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube again. It goes on SoundCloud, and then the week after, it gets played on PUSO 82.3 FM, which is a radio station out there in Ohio. It's an FM station, and they have an online radio on Live 365 and all that.
Oh
And
hell
they
yeah.
also get played. They also get played on a Roku channel, I believe. So like their radio gets played on a Roku channel. So that's more people. And now recently we got connected with BETV in Berkeley, California. I believe it's channel 26 or 28. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it could be both. I think they have two channels, three channels, but we're on there now. And then everyone just shares it. You know what I mean? Like especially the artists when I make the clips. I make those clips of them playing their song on my
Yeah.
show or their music video, whatever. That gets my Instagram is what gets a lot of attention. I get like 100,000, 200,000 people, 200,000 accounts reached in a month or 30 days.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
getting
reach
heard.
right there. That's reach right there.
Yeah, and it took a long time to get there. You know what I mean? Like we were talking about the other day. I was like, you got to keep going. You can't get discouraged with the problems you encounter, or the downfalls, or whatever it is. You gotta keep going. Consistency. Like you told me the other day too. Like consistency is like Walmart. They're always there, they're always open. So like people come back to it. And me, I'm here every week. You know what I mean? There's been some times where I took a week off or 2 weeks off, but I always be on interacting with everybody. You know what I mean? I always be constant.
Did you so when you took the times off? Did the show just not play, or did you pre-record?
No, I would just reshare the shows that we've done before, and I was just interacting with everybody on Instagram. Still, like I was still active, but I would just take a little time off from the shows because I wasn't getting as much music, or I just wasn't able to do the shows. You know what I mean? But I was still active, kind of. You know what I mean? I was still interacting with everybody, getting new music, connecting with people. So they didn't really feel that I was gone. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, as long as your presence is still there. It's just the show. We did a best of week, man. I got a vacation once every
Yeah.
6 years. So do you so when it comes to artists and you hearing those ones that aren't they're not perfect. They're not the production quality is down. Like, do you give them advice on what they could do better, or do you just just go, yo, look, you're doing the thing, and just keep doing it?
Hmm. If I if I interact with them a lot, and I'm cool with them, and I know who they are, or I'll talk to them multiple times, and they ask me like, "What do you think about it?" I'll let them know. Like, there's been times with some artists I've been working with lately, like Lonesome. He'll be like, "How does this sound?" I'm like, maybe turn it up a little bit, maybe add a little reverb here, maybe do this. Like I'm not like I know music, but I'm not a producer or I'm not like a mix and master or engineer. But I know what sounds good, so people like my input just based off of what I do. You know what I mean? But I have homies that that do that. They're music engineers, they're music producers, they're sound recorder. Like I can refer them to them or just anybody that they know that we're working with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which I mean, that right there alone is a big deal. Like that people don't really, maybe they don't, take into full account that an opinion. I mean, like, okay, so you got people like, do you know Rick Rubin?
Yeah.
So Rick Rubin, he claimed. Now this is, I come to find out that this was a lie, which like kind of, it hurt my feelings a little bit, but not really. Um, he's a so he's one of the most famous producers throughout the world. He's worked with every band, every artist of every genre. It didn't matter. He could always make a hit. The albums that he works on, his artists with, that's their best albums. Now, and that's not even like disputed. That's like their best selling albums, like almost
No,
always.
that's like just facts. Yeah.
And so he doesn't play any music. At least he says. This is what he says. He doesn't play any instruments. He doesn't sing. He doesn't know about any of the engineering or anything. What he does, and the reason that people pay him, is because of his opinion. It's literally, yo, I think it should do this. And he's got a team of engineers to make that sound. He motivates the artist to do what they need to do, and that's his job. That's what they pay him for, the big bucks.
He's a coach, man. He's a coach.
That's it.
He's giving his input on what he thinks sounds good. You know what I mean? And he has proven facts that it does sound good. You know what I
Facts.
mean?
It's like, yeah, but that's the thing though, is that nobody's gonna listen to you until you have proof that you can do that thing. Like it took me so long
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get people to let me actually do what I do. Like when it comes to recording um, having them come into the studio, and I like to do this A/B thing, like because all the artists have what they think is gonna sound good in their mind. They come in, they hit the booth, they'll spit their whole entire song, and I'll go back and I'll be like, hey, can we do this part like this and maybe this part like this? And they'll go, yeah, but it's already laid out. I know, but I just want to show you something, or I want to see if this actually works. And it's your album, so whatever you say is how it goes. But if you like it, then we can
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Just A/B it real quick, and most of them will be pretty open to that. And they do it. And they're like 9 times out of 10, if not like damn near 10 times out of 10, they're like, yeah, we should do it your way. We should do it your way. And
Yeah, yeah.
it's like, well, no, yeah. And then eventually they get to trust me, but that's on an individual level. Nobody came to me going, yo, I know you're a pro, so whatever you say. It's like, no, I have to prove that I actually know what I'm talking about with every
Yeah, yeah.
individual. It gets exhausting, but once people listen to your opinion and you have proof and things to show them, that's when it gets good.
They don't believe it at first. You know what I mean? They're like they kind of they don't. The thing is that they don't understand it. They haven't seen it yet. You know what I mean? So that's the reason they kind of struggle to accept it. But like you've been working on music your whole life, bro. So I know you have a good ear. You know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? So that's good, man. Like helping out artists or even help them develop them. That's what it's all about being a music engineer, a music producer. Is like you got to know how to direct artists and how to improve them, how to help them get better. You know what I mean?
And that's, I mean, artists are difficult. I mean, they're honestly, they can be difficult to work with from time to time. And not just in the sense of like personality wise, but just like their egos. Like an artist has an ego. Tech Nine has that line. I'm an artist, so I'm sensitive about my shit. Like, yeah, I get it, man. Like, it it's
Yeah,
hard to
yeah,
hear that your idea or your, these songs are what do they say. Songs are like, that's your kid, that's your baby. Like, and
yeah,
it's hard to hear that you got an ugly baby.
yeah. That's good. Yeah, no, it's true, man. Very true. So it's good. Little by little, people start respecting your input. You know what I mean? Over time, when you see you keep doing it, you're doing good. They hear something else.
Well, that's what
So
I was saying about yours is like, as you said, like the people that are working with you, they start to trust your opinion. I know you've been putting the beats down. Like you got some fire ass beats. Tio was showing me one yesterday. Yeah, I think it was last night.
okay.
He was showing me that new one. I was like, damn, man, I might need to hit the brother up. And like
Yeah, I made a few today for I made a few. I made a couple for the homie Lonesome, and then I made a few for the homie Table of Fire. So We'll see what they think about them. But yeah, they came out pretty cool. It was like that style was like they asked me about like kind of like a hard bass line with boom bap or whatever for Lonesome, and then people to fire send me like a group of artists that he would like similar sounds to.
Yeah.
And I got information on that, and I ended up making some Zuno prompts for those like five different styles of those artists, and they came out pretty fire. But it was like more trap, kind of like hip hip hop, like Detroit style beats right there. But it's crazy, bro. Because there's to be some times where you make the beats with the AI and they don't sound that good or people don't like them. You know what I mean? So
Lots
like
of
you said,
times.
you gotta curate. You gotta figure out how to make the prompt to what you want it and how you want like exactly what you want and what they're looking for. You know?
And you got to keep doing it. I mean, you got to you'll sit there and generate, I don't know, maybe 20 beats sometimes, and it's like, dude,
Yeah.
they're not great. And like, you can start from scratch and try a new prompt, but it's like, no, this is what I want. It's just it's not doing it. And you try and tweak these little things.
Yeah, you gotta adjust. You gotta adjust what you say or how to describe it. And I noticed that you can put more, like you can put like actual words that tell it what kind of like you got certain words, like key words you can use to make it do exactly what you want. You know what I mean? Like
It knows it just got to get the reference. That's what it is. It's got to go. All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
I see what you want. I see what you want. I got a million of those, and it'll go
And
in
like
its fucking
yeah,
bag.
like when you can correct it, you know, and it's crazy because now you can like upload your own song and you can click remaster. I think it is remaster or remix,
Yeah, remix.
and it'll make like a whole different, like a whole AI song of your song that you upload. It's pretty crazy.
That's
I did that. I did one with a song I did with my brother when I went to his house a few weeks ago. Um, he wanted to get on this instrumental I made for a funk song, and he named it Slow It Down" for me. So we recorded that, we put it together, we have it done, and then I took that file, I put it on Zuno, and then when I had it on Zuno, I could see that I could remix it, remaster, whatever, and I clicked it, man, and I made the same exact lyrics that my brother used, but just a different art, like a different sound, a different voice,
hmm
different instrumental and everything. It's pretty dope.
I mean, I've heard it. I've heard people using it for a lot of different things. Like I've heard them use it to. They'll take one of the YouTube beats that they didn't. They didn't make that either. But if they put it on their
Yeah,
album, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna get fucked up on some copyright shit. So why
yeah,
not go ahead and pull that AI shit? Go remix this. It's gonna give you the same damn beat, just in a different melody, different whatever. But it's gonna be the same damn beat, and just go with that. Like why not? Give it some
yeah, yeah.
parameters before you do.
It's cleared already, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Now they're trying to. I mean, there's been a lot of back and forth on what makes a track able to be copywritten. So
Yeah,
AI cannot take a writer's position. Like it can't take the credit for writing, even if it did the
yeah.
entire beat. Cool. So I can take the writing credit. I can take the performance credit. I can take like you can. You have all the credit, and the copyright office is even allowing it as long as there's sufficient. What they call it, sufficient human input. So that's up in the
That's
air.
crazy.
They just let it be like, oh yeah, sufficient. Well, what does that mean? Like more than half. Okay, well then, yep, more than half. I did the vocals, so now it's me. Like that's it's crazy how they're playing the game. Like the AI game is changing. Like you got Udio, they just settled their lawsuit with Universal. Did you see all that?
I heard about it. I
Yep.
didn't see too much about it though.
So what they did is they're gonna do the same thing that Spotify did essentially, where they're like they were gonna get sued by Universal for using all their shit to train on. Now Universal's like,
Yeah.
actually, we could sue you, but how about we own a part of you now, and then we'll call it even. We'll be able to work together. Like they pretty much just pulled the record label shit that they always do on everybody. Like, hey, let me just get a little bit. I'm just gonna take a little bit. Smacked them with their dick. Said, all
Like,
right,
well, just give us a percent. Just give us a percentage. It'll be all good. Just give us credit. You know.
that they definitely looking for more than credit. That's for damn sure. Like it's a record label. We know how they go. They're in the
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
They're in the business of making entertainment slaves, man. Like that's and then it sucks to say that because like I for the longest time I wanted to be a labeled artist. Like I wanted to be on a label. Like my biggest thing was I wanted to one day be on a somebody else's label. And what I found out is like what I really tried to do was be so independent. Just like I said last time on the show, I wanted to be so independent and do everything myself. And then once I get to a certain point, then go, hey, all right, now guys, I'm ready. But if you get to that point and you've already got the fucking leverage, go ahead and do your damn thing. Like unless you need more money for that type of growth, don't worry about it. Keep hustling on your
and
independent grind.
and you've seen like a lot of artists that were coming up when we were growing up that stayed independent, and they have their own establishments, you know what I mean? They have their own things.
Yep.
So you could do it independently. You don't have to go to the labels. The labels is just that's what everybody would grew up seeing, right? Everybody grew up seeing everyone get signed to a label, get some money, get out of the
I
hood,
get
get
my
out of the
chain.
yeah, you know what I mean? So they just wanted their chain, they wanted their record label to get some money up front without doing any work, you know what I mean? So
I get it.
uh,
You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. I want that stuff too. At the same time, what are you giving up? Like the only so there's no we in the music industry we don't have a a healthcare plan. We don't have fucking life insurance. We don't have dental. Like we ain't got. There's no retirement. There's no 401k. So if you're in this game your whole life and the only thing that you have is the rights to your music, like at least you got that. That is your retirement plan. You can sell. That's how rappers are retiring right now. Is that they have a catalog that was or was not popular. That part evidently doesn't matter as much. Like yeah, it matters as far as how much they're gonna give you, but like
yeah,
you can retire on it. You'll get actual money for it at the end of the game if you're like, all right, here, you gotta take the rights, because they're looking for stuff to train like their AI on. Here, I'll give you,
yeah,
and they're just buying up fucking as much as they can. You might end up hearing your song in a movie. Like, all right, cool. Like, whatever.
yeah.
I already retired. They already paid me for it. But that's the only retirement you got in this business. So, it's a thing. Like, you should probably figure out if you need the resources. Like, if you need the resources, the only time you need a label is if you don't have any connections. Like, because it's very hard for an independent artist to actually open the doors and be able to get on radio, on fucking
Yeah.
on TV if you're trying to do that route, or to get into other like to get to major shows, like to do a stadium tour. Unless you're fucking Bruno Mars, you're not doing a stadium tour. Like you're gonna be a sub act to that, like kind of like what's his name, Anderson .Paak. Anderson .Paak before they actually had what is the thing they did now? Anderson .Paak with him is what are they called? It's like
I'm not sure.
those two, Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak make up. Fuck, I don't remember what it was. Fuck, smoking out the window. I just don't remember what the fuck. So like, but they came together in a group. But Anderson .Paak wasn't really that popular in the mainstream. Like nobody knew who he was when he did. He was on stage with what was it, Dr. Dre and Eminem and Snoop when they were
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
that thing. He was on stage. Nobody knew who the fuck he was. And then as soon as and he had done a stadium tour with Bruno Mars. Then they do that
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
group together, and now he's on everybody's lips. Like he's on everybody. Everybody knows who the fuck he is. When I went to
Yeah, now
Atlanta,
you know who he is. Yeah,
I went to Atlanta.
that's crazy.
Have you ever seen him?
Anderson .Paak. I don't think I've ever seen a picture of him, but I don't. I heard that name before.
Oh, bro, the the show, the live show, like his own personal one, it's fucking fire. Like I made a fan out of somebody. My favorite album that he's got is called Malibu. So like he was doing a tour where he's doing just that album, like from front to back, and I was like, I gotta go,
Yeah,
I gotta go. So we drove up to Atlanta,
yeah.
and yo, all of Atlanta was out. Like there had to be 40,000 people at that event. I was like, that's on
That's a
another
lot.
level.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's on another level for me. Like I don't go to stadium shows. I go to underground shows where like it's
yeah,
me
yeah.
and like 20 people. Like good to go.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Compared to a stadium, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You're not talking to the artist. Like, I can sit there and talk to them while they're on stage at the shows I go to. Like,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
say
yeah, yeah.
we have a conversation. Ain't nobody mind. You guys mind? No. All right, cool. So what you doing later? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
do you go to a lot
That's
of
funny,
shows?
bro. Uh, Recently I haven't gone to too many shows, but back in the day I used to go to a bunch of them, bro. But recently, the last one I went to was what was it? it was probably like a year ago. Well, the last event I went to was actually a VJ mix show. It was like a my homie Site One. He had a night where they had two DJs mixing. It was pretty dope. It was an event right here in Corona at the same spot we're gonna have my event at Rockefeller. So that's where we got connected with them was through that event. So uh, yeah, but I don't really go to events too often. Like I get invited. People, artists invite me out to their shows, but I just haven't been able to make it in the recent times. You know what I mean? But definitely gonna try to go out to more events and stuff like that soon. So
That's when it's dude. For me, as a because before I'm anything, before I'm an engineer, before I'm an artist or anything, I'm a fan first. Like I listen to music, I listen to a lot of different music, and I love seeing somebody that can actually put on a decent live
performance.
show. Like, because if
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
exactly a performance, that's the best way to put it.
yeah,
Actual entertainment. Because if you're just up there and you're just rapping, not entertaining. If you're a band and you're just sitting there playing, not entertaining. You better give a show because otherwise I could just
You
be at
got you
home.
gotta you gotta be an MC. You know what I mean? Like the guy at the microphone has to be an MC. They have to hype up the crowd, see what the crowd is doing, what you guys up to out there, what you guys got going on. Ready for this song? Put your hands up. Let's go. Scream. Like
I
yell. Put your hands up.
give them a show. Give
So
them
you gotta
something.
be like that.
Give him something fire. Like Buster Rhymes. Buster Rhymes famously said that the way he prepares for his tours is like he's going to go do what is it, a decathlon. Like he's like training like hard as fuck, doing nothing but cardio, running up and down
Yeah,
stairs
yeah,
and shit. Because he knows, fuck. I mean, one, he's got really fast flow, which means he expresses a lot of air. But like
yeah,
he's actually like if you ever see his show, he's bouncing around on stage, he's running around, he's doing a
yeah,
bunch of
yeah,
crazy shit instead of just standing in one spot. That's all you're
yeah,
doing.
yeah,
This
yeah,
ain't nobody paying attention to that. Like you could have the most
yeah,
fire lyrics and the show kind of goes down from there. Like Immortal Technique is one of those ones where he's saying all the right things. His lyrics are hands down, they're one of my favorites. But his live show, it's just that. The only thing that you're getting energy from is the rest of the crowd being hyped because like he's got the
yeah,
same show every single time I've ever seen him. It's always the same shit, but I still keep going, so it must be a good show.
yeah. You want to know, bro. You know what I mean? So I feel you, man. There's different kinds of performers out there. You know what I mean? Like some of them rock the stage, some of them just spit their lyrics. You know what I mean? Like it's different. But
Fact.
you definitely gotta be interactive. You gotta hype up the crowd. You gotta be in motion. You know what I mean? You gotta use the stage to your advantage. And
I'm big on
like I
visuals.
seen one of my favorite bands to go see was the Neighborhood back in when they were during shows earlier a few years back because they broke up for like 5 years or they took a pause for like 5 years. They just released a new album, The Neighborhood. I don't know if you heard of them.
Uh
The Neighborhood with Jesse what is it, Redford?
oh no.
Oh, okay, you haven't heard of them? Yeah, The Neighborhood. They're pretty dope, bro. They're like hip hop, rock, alternative band, bro. They're from Los Angeles.
I can fuck with
They're pretty
that.
dope.
I can fuck with that. I've said for a very very long time that there's this missed space for like the hip hop rock mix. There's very few
Yeah, they
bands
have
that
they
are
have
doing it.
collab songs with like YG and Casey Veggie stuff like that.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah,
What the hell? That's
yeah. The
a
Neighborhood.
another one I like that's out of California. Actually, a rap rock band. That was my original rap rock band was
Mhm.
Head PE. Yeah, Head PE out of Huntington Beach. Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit.
I've heard of them.
That's on. Like that's the just that beginning stuff. Like like everybody has a they grow and evolve as they do album after album, and I don't necessarily. I typically I don't ever go past like the third or fourth album. Like that's as far
Yeah,
as you can
yeah.
get. And they've got a shit ton. They got like fucking 40 years of music, so it's way
What's the
beyond
name?
that.
What's the name? Head P, you said?
Head PE, HEDPE. Great show.
Okay, let's go.
Back in the day, great show. Now I saw the show. I took my son to it, and it was like, it was just I mean, fuck. You talking about 50-year-old dudes? Like they're not the fastest. They're not doing all the crazy shit they was doing. We definitely ain't gonna party afterwards. It's like I'm here. I'm gonna
I,
take my
I
kids to
love I
Disney.
love I love to see older artists when they go up, they get up on the stage and they're already older. You know what I mean? Like already should be retired, and they still go up there. they're not gonna be the best like how you wanted them to be, but they do a good job.
Yeah.
They put up a good show.
That's one thing I noticed about you is that you're a really positive person. You always keep it as light as possible, and you're always, like being very supportive of everybody. And you just said it earlier, like where somebody's maybe doesn't have the best material, but unless you know them, you're not really. You're like, yo, keep going. Like, you just
Yeah,
let them
yeah.
keep going.
No, yeah, definitely, bro. Like I respect all artists. Cause like me myself, like one thing I've always wished I could drop. I've never had the patience to learn how to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Same.
or I always wish I could produce beats, but I just don't have the patience or want to do the due diligence to do it. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
takes so much. I do it in certain ways. I do mess around with it, but I don't put my full dedication to it. So when I get somebody that sends me a song and they're putting their music out, I see them promoting, I see them posting, I see them sharing their stuff, and they send me a track and it's a good track. They're decent tracks and they're not the greatest, but they sound good and they're promoting, they're pushing it. That's all that matters. Like you don't have to have like the best quality or you don't have to be the best, but if you just keep putting yourself out there, keep practicing, keep getting better, you know what I mean? Like,
I
and
agree.
my platform has been known to encourage people to keep making music. Like artists that just started and they get played on my platform, they get all hyped, bro. Like, oh shit, bro! Like I'm on the platform on the radio. Like
Yeah.
I'm getting heard. You know what I mean? And people are vibing with it. They see me over here throw my dubs up. You're like, hey, like with the sirens, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So it's like it hypes them up. You know what I mean? It's pretty dope. And like I had people tell me, keep going, bro. What you're doing is helping. Like it helped me want to do better and keep making music and keep putting it out there. So it's dope that I'm able that my platform is able to do that. You know what I mean? Like I said before, like I always when I was younger, I always wished that a lot of the artists that I knew back then, because I've known independent artists my whole life. Like I've been around artists my whole life, and I wish they had a platform like how I have now back then, because when they were making music back then, they had some bangers, bro.
Yeah.
There was nowhere to put it because you couldn't, unless you paid or unless you won a challenge or something on the radio, you couldn't get it on the radio. You know what I mean? So,
Right. And that's where you're
but
yo.
now it's
You're
all
crucial.
online. Everything's online now, so it's more opportunities.
Yeah, man, your shit is crucial, and your positive attitude and having somebody to push you to do more is so impactful for newer artists, even for older artists that maybe they ain't got their shine yet, maybe they had their shine and they not, they're on this side of it, but like
Yeah, yeah,
having that support is, especially in the right time, like at the right time, that is a lifesaver. You're saving lives, man. So it's
yeah,
big ups to you because like it takes a lot. Like you said, we talked about that before about the phone. If I don't look at my phone for 2 hours, it's gonna take me an hour to go through all the shit that I gotta go through to stay up to date.
yeah,
Like, and you're the same way, but you're putting in that effort, putting in your own time, putting in your own funds to get all the different things that you need, paying for the AI, paying for your yearly on. Do you use Riverside?
I use Riverside. Yes, I pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. So like paying for that, paying for if you got I mean, there's a shit ton of hidden fees that ain't nobody tell you
yeah, yeah.
about, and that's
No, yeah, and it's funny, bro, because I recently started charging probably like a year. It's been like a year or two, going on two. Like everybody started charging or asking for donations. Like to get your song played or do interviews or whatever.
yeah,
And of course, you have those people where they're kind of doubtful, like, oh, I don't pay for stuff like that. I'm like, all right, it's all good. You know what I mean? Like, just whatever you can do is good. You know what I mean? Just keep
yeah,
doing you. Like, I don't get upset. I don't get butthurt. I don't think it personal when someone doesn't want to make a donation or they change their mind and they don't want to get showcased anymore just because I asked them for a donation. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah,
like, I get it. You know what I mean? I understand it. Like, I be broke most of the time too. I pay for all my bills. So like, yeah, sometimes I understand that they might not have the money to pay $10 to get a showcase, and that's why I do show a lot of love. Like if you don't have it now, you can pay me later. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, yeah, we're bargaining it out. If you don't pay me, then that's on you. I'm not gonna play you again. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like,
That's all it is. It's like, yo, I mean, you ain't got to. You got me. You got one over on me, man. Not really. Like, good. Thanks. I hope you do well. Like, that's it.
yeah, yeah,
Like, but that's
yeah. No, but I show a lot of love, bro. I play everybody. They don't make, even if they can or can't make donations. I still show love and play the music because I just love playing music and I love listening to it. You know what I mean? And like growing up, I still have it. I have a collection of all the songs I ever had when I was growing up. Like back in the day with FrostWire, LimeWire, fucking all that shit. You know what I mean? And even
Damn.
even like even MP3 files that people would send me, or mixtape pages, like mixtape websites, like where you get those mixtapes or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's dude. Dat Piff. I was just watching a story on Dat Piff because like most people. I was talking to who the hell was I talking to? I think it might have been King B. I was talking to King B about like, yo, we used to just have to go to one place. We only had to go to Dat Piff, and it had every mixtape you could possibly want. Like, and it was just over and over. So many people would drop on just on Dat Piff. Like that was their
Yeah,
exclusive
yeah,
site to drop on. It was like, and this is prior to SoundCloud because really I think SoundCloud really took its place because you can put anything on there. They don't give a fuck what you put on there. I've heard
yeah.
so much copyrighted material on there, so like they obviously ain't checking like that. They're like,
Nah, they don't care. It's because on SoundCloud itself, they don't care. But now SoundCloud does have a thing where they distribute your music everywhere else. So they're like a DistroKid now. They're a distribution center too.
mm-hmm.
They do mine on those. When you go to publish it like that,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter about the copyright. It doesn't matter about everything else like that. The artists, you have to put the artists, the contributors, all that. So when you go to distribute it from them, they do, it does matter. But for SoundCloud itself, it's pretty much free game. You know what I mean? Like just for the app SoundCloud, you can post anything. You know?
yep. And then you know what sucks about theirs is I think they have a limit on their free. Isn't there a limit like I don't even know how many songs it is. Like
Yeah, yeah. I pay for the monthly, so yeah, because to post all my shows that I post, I have to have the monthly one at
yep.
least.
And then what happens to see my problem with the distributors for the longest time, like from the very beginning, was so if I don't pay you, you take all my music down that has all the streams on it. Not only that, but like when you go to a distributor and you distribute through them, they actually are the one who has your IRSC. So like
Yeah,
they have that number, and that's like, yo, I don't want other people to have that. Like I have my own. Like I got my own IRSCs. Like I don't want them to be registering it to them in any way because that's what gets you away from your publishing rights. Because they're like, oh, do you have a
yeah,
publisher? And then every artist, what do? They go, nope, I'm my publisher. Nope, you just gave that right to them essentially. Like they're gonna take the money for that. You just essentially said you're self-publishing. Cool, that means I'm the publisher, and they can do anything with your
yeah,
song that they want. That's what's crazy. They can do anything that they want. Everybody knows that when you put your stuff on like I don't know, like DistroKid, they would create a YouTube, and it was I think it was like an interest page. I think they called it, and it's like
topic.
yeah, topic page. So that topic
Yeah,
page, that although you're getting the streams or whatever, your page isn't growing. Like they're just on that interest page. Like yeah, if people are interested enough, they can get back to you, but they're not. People aren't really.
yeah, yeah,
They don't dig like that. Like if you don't make everything, what do they call it? Frictionless. If you don't make it as smooth as possible to find you, go straight to your shit, like your stuff, save your stuff, then yeah, they're not gonna do the research.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I don't.
People want to do it in one, two, three. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't blame them though. I mean, do you want
Yeah,
something that's convenient, or do you want something that's like, oh, when somebody tells me to pre-save their album, I have no problem doing it. I'll hit the button. If it goes to the sign-in page and I gotta sign into my shit, I'm like, no, just give me a link. Like, let me have a link. I'll put it in my stuff, no problem. Or tell me what to look up. I'll put it in there. But if you link me to one and it has me sign in, I'm not signing in off of Facebook. I'm not like, I'm not
yeah,
doing
yeah.
it.
I know that. Same here. Same here. When people send me to save their pages, if I have to sign in, it doesn't go directly to my Spotify or whatever. I won't do it. You know what I
Nope.
mean? I just
I ain't gonna do it.
unless I really want to, I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's a very few times where I really want to. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to fucking to give Facebook my shit. I don't even remember my password. What's my password? Like,
Yeah, I
no,
remember. Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I ain't doing it.
yeah,
But
yeah. I
so
mean,
like, all right. So what's your favorite show that you ever saw? Like, what's your favorite live show you ever saw?
like as far as
Like a
online
live
or
show?
what do you
No,
mean?
no, no. Like a live show, like in person.
Performance?
Yeah.
Well, I've been to like my one of my favorite ones was by the neighborhood. One of my favorite shows I ever watched was by the neighborhood because it was a dope ass performance for one of the songs that was the first time I ever heard that song and I became a fan of that song. It was called I think it's called Scream or I can't remember. I think it's called Scream the name of the song,
Oh shit, your
but
shit's
by
working.
the
You're.
neighborhood.
I didn't realize I hadn't looked up in a minute to see your picture. I thought because every time I looked up, it was just black. Like there was
I was
nothing there.
outside. I was outside. That's why. Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit.
I never joined the chat. Anybody join the chat? Let me see. What's your page again? Shadow what?
Shadowworks Entertainment.
Shadow Word. I forgot to send it out. My bad. We're over here chilling,
So did
bro.
I. I did too. That shit happens
So
though.
good though.
Let's see.
Yeah, but yeah, no, yeah. The best show I've been to. My favorite show that I saw performance wise was the neighborhood, and I've seen the Busy Bone. I've seen the Bone Thugs. I've seen Nate Dogg years ago. Rest in peace. You know, I got to see Nate Dogg. I've seen Cypress Hill. Um, who else? Nipsey Hussle, YG,
Damn.
uh, Tiger. I seen Tiger. Petey Pablo. Petey Pablo's dog. One of my favorite songs is by Petey Pablo is that Freaky League. That beat is just that beat for Freaky League is just amazing ass beat, bro. Like
That shit goes in. There ain't no way
yeah,
around it. That shit goes in. What
yeah.
So and Petey Pablo, like, you don't ever. I mean, really, honestly, I haven't heard anything from him. Like,
In a minute.
yeah, like it's been a long ass time. But that was a national hit, man. That was one of those ones that like he got one hit, and I think he ended up with like one of the that might have been on the charts, maybe. But like that song, whenever it comes on, I was in North Carolina when that shit came out live, and it didn't stop playing. It was everywhere all day. It was like motherfuckers just running
Yeah,
around
yeah.
with their shirt.
That was the best. That was one of the best songs right there. Really.
What would you say your favorite band is outside of the neighborhood's your favorite band, like the tops,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I like the. I grew growing up. I like Metallica and Avenged Sevenfold. You know, Avenged Sevenfold is one of my tops. Um, who else? Let's see, there's a few other ones, man. I like the old like the '80s rock too. I like a lot of those. I can't remember any names right now, but like Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd is one of my favorites
Yeah.
of all time too. Pink Floyd,
Yeah.
Sublime, you know, stuff like that.
Yes.
Um, I heard what's it
You
called?
can't even see that shit.
Shepherd, Lamb of the Shepherd. What are they called? Lord of the Shepherd. What are they called? Lamb of the Shepherd.
Lamb of God.
Lamb of God. My bad. Yeah, Lamb of God. They're dope too. You know,
Dope as
stuff like
fuck.
that.
So you got a lot of rock.
My,
You got a lot
my
of rock
buddy's really
background.
into. My buddy's really into. What's his name? Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, that was one of my
Yeah, my buddy's
jams.
really into him. So I listen to him a little bit.
That was my jams back
There's
in the
another
day,
band.
man.
There's another band. I forgot the name of them, but they have a song called Pocket Monster or something like that. It's a new band coming up.
Bro, there's so much music out there. It's hard to keep up. I ain't even
Yeah,
gonna
I
lie.
know.
I try. It's hard.
Every person has their own entire rule of music. You know what I mean? Like, there's artists. Like when I do interviews or I do platform like interviews like this, and artists are telling me like other artists that inspired them or like them. I'm like, a lot of the times I don't even know who they're talking about. I'm like, damn, bro, like they sound like legends though. You know what I mean? Like I'm not sure who they are, but you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. There's just so much music out there. You know, especially me, like I only listen to like whatever I come across or whatever gets sent into me. You know what I mean? Like I don't really go looking for new music. Like the most new music I find is through my Spotify DJ. You know, like I'll playing songs that it'll show you. You know, like new ones. So that's how I be finding music these days, or just off of social media or whatever. You know.
That's it. Like, yo,
Oh
I found so many off of social media alone. Just like
yeah,
when the ads
yeah,
come by, it's like, hey, I will literally, if I see somebody's ad that I like, and I'm like, you know what, I want to check them out. I'll go check them out. I vibe with the music. I'll check like two or three songs to start with, and then I'll go right back
yeah,
to that Instagram and I'll be like, yo, your ads are working because it hit. You just made another fan. Just letting you know your ads are working.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I've made so many connections just doing that and just being real. That's all it is. Just being real with
Yeah.
people. Um,
That's good, man.
I mean, I'm sure that you've done the same thing though. Like people that you didn't know, like Tio. I know
Yeah,
he.
yeah. I see new artists every day, bro. Like people be sending me stuff or some things that people post or just things I see. Even ads, like you said, like you see little ads sometimes that the artists do on spot on Instagram, or whatever.
Yep. And
So you be
so
finding artists like that,
and
and then people will be bringing me like since I have the platform that I have, a lot of people be showing me artists to be like, oh, get this guy on there, or this is my homie, he wants to get on your platform. I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? So
same.
there's a lot of great artists.
And that's what like that's what this is a shooting the shits. It's always been a music podcast because like it's really me just talking to people that are in the industry and like mostly
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
been it's been artists. Like I've had a couple that weren't artists. I think maybe three or four that were artists, but they were in the industry. Like they were either did PR, marketing, ran their own labels, things like that. But like, and then dude, there was one Peanut. I didn't know. You know, I met him on a podcast as a
Yeah.
podcaster, so I thought that's what he did. And then he showed me his music because he didn't have nothing out, and he showed me his music, and I was like, that shit's AI. Like, ain't no way, ain't no way. Nah, man, that dude spits like a motherfucker.
That's dope, bro. Who's that? Pete? Who's it?
That's the General Peanut out of New Orleans.
Oh, oh, the general peanut. Okay, okay, that's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like running into people sometimes even on the street, you meet them and they
yeah.
show you their music, you're like, oh shit, you're pretty dope. You know what I mean?
That's how there's an artist that I fuck with heavy. That's like I've been working with him for about a year now, and he's one of my favorite artists. Like in general, like out of all of the artists that there are, like he's one of my favorite, and
Okay.
it's Florida Boy Tony, and he is. I mean, we just met randomly in a. So me and my buddy RFS, another musician, we went out to. Actually, it was coming home from that Anderson Fox show.
Okay.
I had to go back to school the next day, so we drove. He drove because I was fucking gone.
Yeah, yeah.
He drove us back from Atlanta to Tallahassee, and that night after school, I was like, "Yo, we'll fucking leave it tomorrow." So we grabbed a hotel, and he was like, "Yo, I want to play." He brought his acoustic. He's like, "I want to go play. Let's go find an open mic." So he was looking for an open mic, and we found a karaoke spot, and it was like, you know what? Fuck it. There's people here. Like we'll just fuck around. It's the end of the night.
Yeah, yeah.
So we went out. We started hitting that, and fucking it was the last. Me and him had got the last song, and this dude had walked in and was trying to. He's like, "Yo, I want to, man, I really want to get on the mic. Like that's what I was trying to do here tonight." And he walked up to us after we got done, and he told us about how he was trying to get on there since he couldn't get on there. Only reason he's doing that is because he wants to show people his original music, and he said, aside from that, y'all seem like professionals, so I figured I'd come up to y'all and figure it out. And that's how we met, and that's like, I will, we ride together. Like when we go, when I do
Yeah, yeah.
the next tour, that's the dude that's coming along with 100%.
That's
Like
pretty how you met him, though.
that's what I'm saying. If you're open to it, if you're open
Yeah,
to new
yeah, yeah.
music and everything, because I could have just been like, "Yep, cool, man," and just left.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
You walked away.
you
Yeah.
know, like, but I'm glad I didn't because like it opened me up to yet again one of my a favorite artists of mine. Actually, you know what? Because
Yeah.
I can play it. I think I can play that on here without getting a fucking strike. Yeah, they've
You
been
can, yeah.
they love hitting me with strikes, man. Like it didn't take me, but like, so I used to get about a thousand people coming in, just on the live stream. Like 1,000 people
Oh,
would
shit.
pop in, pop out, and it was like that's cool, that's fucking great. By the time I was done recording, I'd go check the numbers, and that's what it ran. But what fucked up was that they actually, the problem was is I played one time. I started playing music that I was working on at the time, and I didn't get a strike the first two times I had done it. But then the third time, I had played music I worked on, but it was out, and it's like, hey, you may not actually own this music. I was like, I have permission, so I just hit the little button, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah. You're in the right. Yeah.
yeah, and so he goes, so it's like, all right, cool, no problem, we'll promote you still, and then all of a sudden it went from 1,000 down to eight people.
Oh, shit.
The fuck?
So how did that happen?
Yeah, I'm like, what? What? Okay, let me see. So I had to build that back up. It got up to 400, and I fucked up and played. It was when Snoop Dogg's album had just come out, like this last one, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna play a clip out of it, dude. I couldn't even get through. I think I got through almost a minute, and then it cut. It didn't cut my stream off, but it made it to where it wasn't public that I was live, like, because I told somebody to come check the show out, and he's like, yo, I see that you're live, but I couldn't find you on, like, you're not in my the top where it normally would be when there's somebody going live. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know, I pissed somebody off, man. Like,
yeah.
and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on here we be talking shit. Like that's what it's for. We be talking mad shit.
Shooting shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like we be talking like we'll get into aliens, we'll get into fucking conspiracy, we'll get into religion. It don't matter. We're just talking shit. So I know I've hit on some subjects that that wouldn't make them happy, wouldn't make anybody happy. But you know, like, hey, that's I thought we was allowed. This is free speech and shit. Nah, it's a business.
Yeah, yeah.
They're a business. They get
No,
to
no.
dictate what you do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to be careful on social media, online. You know what I mean? They censor everything. You know what I mean? You get
Facts.
canceled in one way.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. They are the ones in control of it. So that's the hardest part to like to face is the fact that they are in control of the whole shit. Like they get to decide who who you get to go out to. Like if you're just if you get in what is that? If you get in what do they call that? It's like I think they called it 1,000 the jail. It's where you go to jail. It's not Facebook jail, but it's pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck, I forget what it's called. And I'm trying to put this damn song in here. Like how
Cyber
do
jail or something?
yeah, well, I'm saying like they got it's pretty much like the 200 count blues where you're pretty much just stuck with like you're not gonna get any more. They're not gonna, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
let you. Um, I'm gonna play this track real quick for you. This is Florida Boy Tony. This is one that I got to work on here recently. He is doing a rebrand, so ain't nobody got this track.
Oh, okay.
So
Exclusive right here on the feeding the shit.
exclusive, and that's what I like doing. I like pulling them exclusives. So let's
Yeah,
see
yeah, that's
here.
good.
So how do you work around the music on? Are you just running it through the Roadcast?
Yeah, I just went to the roadcaster to the Bluetooth through my device.
Smart.
I have got Serato or whatever the DJ programs,
Yeah.
but I have to figure out the audio for that because it's off the computer itself. It's not out. It's not another source. You know what I mean? It's the same direct audio off the USB.
Oh
So
yeah
kind of
yeah yeah.
it's kind of louder than the roadcaster. You know, the microphones and all that. So I gotta figure it out. But I mostly just use my Samsung Music app on my one of my older devices that has all the music on it, and I put all the new music on there that we get. I just play it off of there. It has a couple tools so where, like, if I have a playlist, it will just mix it the next song by itself. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
it has a little bit of tools, so it's not a straight jumping from one track to another. It has a little bit of mixing, you know.
Yeah, that's
But
actually. I mean, that's super. That's fucking hella smart. What do we got? We got DJ Eris. Hey, what's up, girl? Still in
what
YouTube
up?
purgatory until late January because boobs. Bullshit. Women got it easy in the industry. I don't want to hear that shit. Like you could be a terrible video game player and go stream and you get right out of jail. Don't worry about it. You
Yeah. Yeah.
like all you gotta do is
What's your YouTube name again?
YouTube is gonna be under shooting the shits. Or I'm sorry, no, no,
What's
no,
your
I'm sorry. It's under Shadowworks Entertainment.
Better watching.
Yep, or Shadowworks ENT, I think. That's the one thing that I, for all the artists out there, gonna get their YouTube, Facebook, they're gonna get their social on. Don't go with random shit. Like, don't go with your name and a number. Don't go with like a variation of your name. Like, it has to be all the same across all of them. No matter what it is, it's got
Yeah.
to be the same. Cause like people get confused, and again, they're not looking for you if you're not making it easy for them.
Yeah, yeah. If it's not easy to type or check, yeah, I can't seem to find it. Let me see.
And that's where I was about to say go to the chats. Cause I'm
The
telling you,
chats?
yeah, go to our chats because we got it's in the chats. And if you go
Okay.
to my profile on there, here. That's what I'll do. I'll throw it there that way. Smart thinking, man. All right, like I shown. Oh, yeah. So what's the next thing you're working on? Like, do you work on projects, or how does that work exactly? Like,
I
do you
pretty much
ever?
just freestyle with you, bro. I don't really plan it out, but majority of the we do mostly Monday through Wednesday shows. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we do a show, um, like on the live, right, on YouTube, whatever. And then have other shows that we do sometimes with DJ Site One whenever he gets a chance. I think we might want to do one in December for that. And then I just have my show that I have coming up in February 7th. We're doing that. So we already got the lineup. Now we're just getting everything out situated. We got the Eventbrite ticket link set up. So if you guys want to buy the pre-sale tickets for $7, we have that up. It's a link in my bio too. So on Tony Stock Showcase Instagram, click the link in my bio to get the tickets. Or it's gonna be $10 at the door if you guys want to come up to the event in Corona, Rockefeller's Bar. Um, but as far as everything else, man, I just whenever I book, I do photography as well. I do photography and videos. So whenever we get jobs for that, we have an Instagram page that do most of our marketing and connections for that photography. I do it with my sister now. My sister started helping me like a year or two ago, so she started helping me do that. I gave her like my old camera. She picked up the camera as well. Started doing photos herself.
Hell
So
yes, that's a family biz right there.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, Anthony and Lucy's Angle photography. That's what we're doing. We just did a quinceañera last week, and on Sunday, that same Sunday I did the Site One mixture with. That same Sunday I did photos for Site One's family, so I did photos for them as well that same day. So that was pretty dope. But as far as project like music wise, I've been wanting to put together like an EP or like an album or like a compilation album or something like that of all the artists that we work with. And now that I've been doing those instrumentals, so it's kind of a gives me something to work with where I can gather all the songs that we've been making so far and just put something together just to get something
Yes,
out there. You know what I mean?
yes. All the ones
So
that you've
and
been a part of, man. You've been a part of quite a
yeah,
few.
yeah. Yeah, man, and it's funny because before the AI, I would have artists make me songs. You know what I mean? Like I would
Yeah,
hit up my homies like that I know, but like, hey, can you make me an intro right here? And I would send them an instrumental. I used to make instrumentals off of BandLab too, like
yeah.
with the loop maker and everything.
Yep.
So I was doing that at first before I got the AI thing, but I was doing the BandLab loops, and I want to get people to get on them, do intros or whatever. You know what I mean? So
Do you think that
I've
you'll
had quite
ever?
a few. What was that?
Go ahead, go ahead.
So I've had quite a few artists that got on the track, like Afro's reach out. Afro got on the track. Mali Music, Mac G just made me a West Coast Wednesday one recently.
I heard that shit. That
Uh,
shit's fire.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, also like Young Skitzel's been making me some tracks that we've been working with. We're waiting on a few more features for two songs we're gonna put out with Young Skitzel. And then we got a track with Maurice. Maurice just put out a track called Shitty with the Tony Slaps beat, so that's pretty dope. It's a great track.
That shit was dope. I
You
heard
like
that
that
one.
one? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that one. I was
Yeah,
I
that
was
one just,
feeling that shit.
Maurice got down on that one, bro. That shit was vicious.
Yeah.
And then the Lonesome's been hitting me up quite a bit, man. He's been putting in work with those AI beats, man. He's been putting projects together, and he's been doing good. He's staying on it, you know what I mean? And I also do a lot of AI stuff, like videos or clips or logos or promotions for people. So I just
Yeah.
made a logo for the homie Site One. Right before I hopped on this live, I had just talked to him. He's probably messaging me right now, but like I had just sent him a little video clip promoting his entertainment business because he does DJ, photo booth, Cold Sparks, and we're offering photography with him now for a package. So for events, for like quinceañeras, weddings, parties,
Hell yeah.
baptisms, whatever it is. You know what I mean? And he does MC. Like he'll go on the mic and he'll be like, like introduce the maid of honor, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like he'll go on the mic as well and MC. So that's
That's
pretty
what you
dope.
need. That's what everybody needs.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody needs an MC at their wedding because like don't nobody know anything, and if you rely on your cousin to do it, you rely on somebody that's running the music. They're not saying the right shit. They're
Yeah.
just like, hey everybody, I'm just gonna say,
Yeah, and the homie
Well,
Simon gets down, bro. I've been to a few of the events with him. Like he hired me to do for, coverage of his whatever he does at the event. Like he hired me to photograph and to videotape his like what he does. You know what I mean? So
nice.
to make like promotion content. So I did that for him, and he gets down, bro. He does a great job on the MC. Like he did a quinceañera. I've gone to a quinceañera on the 29th. I'm going to a party or something with him as well to get some more footage. So it's pretty dope, bro. I just stay, I do a little bit of everything. I stay involved in the music. I do the photography, the entertainment, um, even other stuff like helping my brother or helping my sister or cousins or whoever needs help. Doing whatever we can. And then my 9 to 5 job that I do, but we're off right now because of the rain, is I do roofing. So I've been doing roofing too, man. Like,
Yo, I did not know that because fuck that. Just saying. I
yeah,
mean, it's good
yeah.
money, but fuck that.
It's not a job. It's not a job I like, but it's something I learned doing my pop. So I do it. You know what I mean? So
It's I'm not even
it's
saying I'm not
crazy.
saying no disrespect at all. Like it's just like that is a
Yeah,
hard ass job though. That is a hard ass
yeah.
job. No joke. I did
No,
it.
it is, bro.
I did it
Trust
for
me, I
one
know.
summer. I didn't even do it the whole summer. I did it like 2 months. And I was like, nah, no, 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 no.
Yeah, fuck this, bro.
Yeah, nah, hell no. I'd rather get back and do concrete and then do that shit. Like, nah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
The roofing's dangerous, but you're up in the heights, you're up in the sun, you're up there crouching
the
down,
sun,
fucking turning off
that's the fucking
the
danger
sun.
right there. The fucking sun, man.
Yeah,
That
bro.
like I
Especially
like
during
the
the
heat.
summer, you gotta be careful, bro.
Fuck that. Yeah, no, fuck that. It's so fucking hot. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
done did some
terrible,
shit.
bro.
I did some hot ass jobs. Like the hottest job actually was ADT in Houston
Oh yeah,
in the summer. Installing that
yeah, fuck
shit,
that.
you got to go either you got to go under the house in a crawl space, or you got to go in an attic.
That is, yeah.
I'm not going under the house, no matter what. There's all types of shit. Nah, nah. I'll go up, and then fucking. I in this one particular house, I I didn't remember this, but like I was going through, I was just gonna install her shit. I had to run one wire up, and but it was all the way through the fucking. I had to go all the way the length of the house to get to the other side. So all right, cool.
Damn.
I'll get there. It had to be 140, 50 degrees in there, man. Like
Oh.
it was stupid. So I woke up to her going, "Hey, hey, are you okay?" The fuck?
Ah.
What the fuck? And I'm looking around like, what the hell happened? And it's like she said, from her point of view, she's just sitting in her living room, like watching TV or whatever, and fucking a foot comes through her ceiling, and she's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" And she's evidently she was yelling at my foot, but she got up there
Yeah.
to fucking to gripe at me. It's like, dude, if you didn't say something, I would have died.
Yeah, that's just terrible, bro. Fuck that. Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta be
no.
careful. You gotta be careful of those addicts, bro. That shit gets hot up there, bro. That
Yeah,
shit's terrible.
yeah. So I mean,
Yeah, that shit sucks, bro.
I can
Hey,
see
hey.
you there. You're on the
Luckily,
roof.
you luckily, yeah, luckily you're still here today. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's the real deal. Like I'm glad that I'm here because I shouldn't be here 12, 50, 100 times over. So like
Oh, a
I'm
bunch of
lucky.
times, huh?
I'm lucky. That's it.
Like,
That's all I am.
we're blessed with you, bro.
That's it. That's it. Cuz like if you don't
Hey,
look at it
man.
like that, like if you're not happy with where you're at, change it. Cuz
Yeah.
if you're not what is it? If you accept it, then essentially if you accept what's happening and you don't do anything to change it, then all right, then that's what you get. But if you make
Yeah,
efforts
yeah.
to change your life and to do the things that you want to do, you'd be surprised how quickly your life turns around as soon as you make that initial effort.
You gotta put the effort in the movement towards it, you know?
hmm But if you're happy with
Little
it,
by little, you know? Like
uh,
we know it's hard to change, but little by little, we're not asking you to jump, you know?
that's right. Definitely don't jump, but fucking start walking, like start crawling at least, like
Well, at least move your foot to the front, you know?
yeah, keep moving, man. Um, so like yeah, like and that's just like you with doing this your show is like you didn't you didn't get paid to do it. You didn't get paid to to take all the calls, to do all these things that take a lot of your time, obviously.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
but you do it out of the love and out of the like, I can do this. I enjoy this. There's five principles, and I can never remember the fifth one, but it's a Chinese principle about what you should do in life, and it's like one is um, can you make money at it? Obviously, that's every job you do. Do you love it? Like, are you interested in it? Is it a hobby or a passion for you? Because if you got those two, damn, you're already winning. And then, does it help your community? Like, does it help the people around you? Whatever it is that you do. Um, and then let me see, what's the other one? Does it help nature? Like, are you helping the environment in any way, shape, or form? And I said, all right, so I got 3 out of 4 because I don't remember what the fucking fifth one is. But I got 3 out of 4, and I'm happy with that. Like, would I do some shit for the environment? Absolutely, but it's not my regular job.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, do you enjoy? Okay, so do you enjoy what you do, and does it make money? Like, can you make a living at it?
I enjoy what I do, and it's possible to make a living out of it, and you just have to have the right tools and the right strategy, which I'm still trying to learn. Unfortunately, I can't really monetize my platform like online via streams or anything because I am playing copyrighted material, which is other intellectual property of others, like music. Like you can't really trade, you can't really monetize off of that. You know what I mean? Unless you're a
Yeah,
licensed radio or something like that. You know what I mean? You gotta.
but you still got to get
The only
permission
way
from
the
them.
only, the only way I can make money is by sponsors, donations, stuff like that. Like just have service fees or whatever it is.
And
Like a donation.
that's I mean, whatever money, whatever monetary streams you have, like, work them shits. Whatever you got, Fucking
Yeah, yeah.
if I had a set of titties, I'd be on OnlyFans so damn fast. If that's all I had, I'd be good to go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like for real, whatever you got, whatever you have access to, like use that shit to its the most of your abilities. Some people that's not what they do. Like this is what I learned from marketing. Marketing, especially B2B, like business to business, what you learn is that like a plumber can be the best plumber in the world, a baker can be the best baker in the world, or a mechanic can be the best mechanic. It doesn't matter, or a lawyer. They can be the best lawyer. They don't necessarily know how to reach people. They don't know how to market. They're focused on what they do and being the best at that, to the the best of their ability, and to be that.
Yeah,
And so like they're running a business. They're doing these things that are very difficult to do. So like you have to like you essentially have to look at it like, okay, how do I help these people? Oh, well, they don't know how to reach people. Like that's what I do is like people would tell me when I'd go in because I had to meet every single owner, every business owner in essentially the Panhandle. Like I had a huge
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
territory, um, and I had to meet them. And sometimes they'd be like, hey, it says no loitering or not solicitation, no solicitation. It's like, yep, that means I'm not selling anything to you. Aren't you trying to sell me something? I'm like, nope, I'm trying to sell you to other people actually. So, and it worked every time. That shit worked every time.
Yeah, yeah,
Because like,
yeah, yeah.
because it's true. Like I'm not here to make like yes, I would like to make some money myself, but it's really I'm trying to help your business get to the people. That's what you want. And I ask them every
Get
time too.
connected. Yeah.
I ask them also the other thing that's fucked up to ask a business owner is like, go, how many customers would you like? Every single business owner, they all answer it the exact same. They're like, uh, they go, well, all of them, like as many as possible. How many can you? No, you don't want as many as possible because what if I sent you 10,000 people tomorrow? Well, no, we can't
Yeah.
do that. Okay, well, what's the maximum amount of people that I can send you?
But let me know. Like you
Yeah,
tell me.
and they're like they don't have a real expectation for the max because they're not even thinking about scaling their business at all. And that's what artists, I feel they miss that part of it too. They don't know about the business side of it. They don't know about the marketing side of it, but they do know about their art, and that's what they focus on. And so like
Yeah, yeah,
that's where people like yourself and myself come in is to help them, help develop them, help giving them confidence, just giving them whatever it is that they need that I have available to me.
yeah, yeah. Helping them out. You know what I mean? Like, I just love being a part of the music. So, like, if any artist that's willing to ask me for help or ask
Look,
me for my thoughts or anything like that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm down to help. You know what I mean? Of course, if they can make a donation of any amount, I would appreciate it, or hook me up with something like it
yeah,
wouldn't hurt. You know what I mean? But I'll do it off the love. But like it is a business. At the same time, be able to not be afraid to ask for a little bit of it. You know what I mean?
I'm saying. And DJ Air said she needs to make $5,000 a day. Get on it. Okay, well, I can tell you that you're a DJ and you have the ability to make money 7 days a week as long as you're willing to put in the work. Same thing I tell the bands. Bands say that shit where they're like, yo, I need to make X amount because we want to do this and this only. Cool, you can do that only, but you're gonna be playing cover songs. Like you're not gonna be playing your original music because that's not what pays. You said you want to play
Yeah,
music
yeah.
and you want to quit your job. Well, this is a way out. They don't like that. They don't want to play by the rules of
The rules.
society. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yo, and I respect that. Like if you have another way of doing it, please let me know. Um, but like, but yeah, like, so $5,000 a day. I'll get you $5,000 a day. Just you got to be willing to work 7 days a week, maybe. And it might be that on that Sunday is the payday.
Yeah, yeah.
um, but yeah, like but it's a real thing. Like all that comes down to for a DJ is bookings, like, and bigger gigs,
Bookings, yeah.
bigger gigs, bigger. So OnlyFans. I mean, you are a female. I'm sorry, DJ Harris. Like you have the assets. Um,
Yeah.
but
And if
that's
you're willing to do it, it's gonna get you paid. You just gotta,
I'm saying five
gotta
thousand
have a
dollars a
good
day.
following.
You get $5,000 a day. Don't worry. You might have to do a couple things. Um, Yo,
That's funny.
the real deal is that with them, with OnlyFans and all that stuff, like people think that that's easy. That's not easy either. Because just like
No.
with yourself, like where the artists are hitting us up like constantly, um, that's something. But when you got assets, then it's dudes in your inbox. all day, every day, all day, every day, talking shit, talking shit, talking shit. Fuck
Yeah, yeah. You
that.
gotta be
That would get
careful, bro.
exhausting. Yeah, that would get exhausting as fuck.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. You know what I mean? Like everything takes a process. Like I said last time, everything takes a process. You know, you got to figure out how to execute on what you're trying to do. OnlyFans, DJ, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like it takes marketing as well. It takes the promotion, takes the risks as well. You know what I
Takes
mean?
a team. This is what people don't
Takes a
realize.
team as well. The
Takes
team,
a
especially
fucking
the team.
team. Nothing is easy. People don't see the work behind the product. That's a fact. Nobody really sees the work that
Yeah,
anybody puts in on anything though. I mean, when you see a doctor, you just see that, oh well, all he's got to do is come up here and like, write prescriptions or tell people what to do. Yeah, but how much did he do to get there? Like that's the shit we're not willing to do. We don't know how much work somebody had to do to get where they're at. I know that it took me 20 years to get to where I'm at. So like
yeah,
when somebody's like, "Oh, well, why do you get to do this or this or that?" It's because, bitch, I've been working. I put in my dues a million times over. I don't want to hear shit. When artists tell me that they don't want to do like part of the prescription for their for their brand, like they don't, that's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Like that's what it's gonna take though. If you ask me what
yeah.
my opinion is and I tell you this is what it's gonna take, and you go, that's gonna take a lot. How many things in your life, like literally, I'll even ask this to you. How many things in your life have you ever given 100% to?
100% to you.
Yeah, like
Well,
actually given a hundred percent.
my photography and this podcast. You know what I mean? So I give more than 100 sometimes. You know what I mean? There'll be sometimes I give 130, 120. You know, like
I ain't good at math, but I think
like you were
that's
saying, like you were saying, like you did, like the person on the chat said, they don't know the what it takes behind the product. You know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of hours that go into each thing that we do, especially here on my platform.
yeah.
I'm literally up at different hours of the day. You know, like I'll be up all day sometimes, all night, for a couple of days sometimes, just working, interacting, getting music played, doing instrumentals, doing logos, doing photography, doing all this, editing photos, fucking doing all kinds of stuff, promotion, posting the stuff, sending it out. You know, like it
So
takes
you
a lot.
say, honestly, like when somebody asked me, and it was like I want to say it was like 2 years, maybe a little bit more than 2 years ago when somebody asked me that question, and it didn't really fuck me up at the time because I was like, dude, I give 100% to everything, whatever. If I,
Yeah,
but I realized I had an everything. I had a lot of things that I have to do, and a lot of things that I was working on at the time, and not even close to half of what I'm doing now because it's like
yeah,
what I'm doing now is kind of insane. Um, but like crazy people would do what I do.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but like what is 100%? And I thought I've never given anything 100%. Like be the best. Like Tom Brady. I won't even use him. Paul Macbeth, one of my favorite disc golf players. He's a legend. He's been champion many years. All that good stuff. And the reason being is that he heard that Michael Jordan shot 10,000 free throws or threes a day. So he was like, okay, and that's what I got to do. So that's what he did. Is he shot 10,000 fucking baskets a day, and that's all he worked
yeah,
on.
yeah,
I'm like, okay, that's 100%. Tom Brady doing what he does to be that character. That's 100% more than.
yeah, yeah.
So did I ever give anything that? Not, not that I was aware. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Let me see what that looks like. And then I started just packing project after project after project, and just being like, yo, I can still do more. I can still do more. Now I'm to the
Yeah,
point. Now I'm to the point. I'm like, no. All right. I'm good. I'm good. It's not
yeah.
sustainable. The burnout is real.
Yeah,
um, that's the real deal. Burnout, man. It's fucking. It's so
yeah,
hard not to get burnt out when you're given 100%. So like, what's a good steady running rate? I'd say like 80%. You can have 20% to you.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you ain't got to do that, but you have to run it 100%.
At least 50, at least 50. You know what I mean?
At
At
least
least.
50. Gee,
Yeah,
hey, at least if you ain't giving your dreams 50%, bruh. I mean,
yeah,
you don't really want them that bad.
yeah. And like you said, like there's, like you think about it, there's things that you could do more. You know, but than what you're doing now. You know what I mean? Like you could always do better. You know, what I mean? You could always improve or go more at it.
Uh
You know,
huh.
because there is a lot of distractions, a lot of things that take your attention away from what you want to be doing. You know what I mean? So it's definitely true. You might not be giving 100, but you give it all you can. You know?
It's hard to do. It's hard to sustain. It really
Yeah.
is. So anybody out there doing that giving 100%, doing what you got to do every day, even though it's thankless or it's lonely. Because if you're doing 100%, it's just you focusing on that thing. Whether whatever it is, it probably just involves you doing that thing. So like,
Yeah.
it can be lonely. Like they say that you're the most lonely right before you actually blow up because you're in the grind. You're in the grind.
Yeah, yeah.
And that shit fucking echoed with me because I was like, yeah, it feels like that sometimes. Like it feels lonely as
Yeah,
fuck.
the majority of the time I be by myself right here in the studio, bro. Like the majority of the time, you know what I mean? Like when I'm not out there working or out there doing something, I'm in here just fucking working away, just grinding, trying to promote, trying to do whatever I can, and of course taking some dabs here and there, you know what I mean? Smoking a J.
You got to. You got to. That's how you
You
stay
gotta relax a
sane.
little bit.
Yeah, that's how you stay sane, being locked in. Because what's the one thing? It's funny to me. Like people say that I'm a loner. I do the I don't like people. Whatever it is. What's the worst thing that they do to murderers, killers, fucking rapists, all that shit? Like the worst thing that they can do to them. Well, they've already thrown them in hell. When you go to prison, like that's a form of fucking hell.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
else could you do to them? They put them in solitaire, and fucking grown ass hardened criminals do not want to go in solitaire.
No, no. They don't want to be left alone with themselves, you know what I mean?
And that's where, you know, that's why you have a platform where you're interacting with people, so it helps. And that's what I tell people. They're like, yo, we had an hour-long conversation. Don't you got a shit ton of things to do? Yeah, but guess what? This is my therapy and my time away. This is my break away
Yeah,
from what
yeah.
I'm doing. So like, don't you mind me? I got this. uh, all right, so we
Yeah,
gonna.
we got it, yeah.
So we normally the way we like to go out on this. I'm gonna play this song real quick, and just for give it the love, I'm gonna play one of To's tracks too, because that shit's out.
Okay.
Mental health is out, but I'm gonna show you Florida Boy Tony with rock paper scissor, and I don't think you can find it out yet because he's reworking and rebranding, but yo, it'll be out there shortly.
Okay, let's check it out.
Yeah, wait, Tony, man. I'm just trying to figure it out. I say, I'm just trying to figure it out. Yeah. I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
I say, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Hey.
I say, you ain't gotta call me, cause got me, man, I'm good, I swear, protecting my energy. You don't want me, so stay over there. Biting your lips, catching a fit like I'm supposed to care.
Get it.
Well, girl, get over here and show me that you love me. If you love me, then
What's his name?
I
Tony
say,
what?
show me that
Florida
you
Boy
for
Tony.
me. If you for me, then
Out of Miami.
in Benjamins, trying to meet these fucking ends. Like, girl, I'm trying to make it work. This life, yeah, rock. So I'm cutting to this paper first. But love it, if you don't want me, fuck it. Cause we could fix this if you want, but you not saying nothing. Like, we could fix this if you want, you gotta give me substance. A young nigga from round the way, I'm leaving here with something. After I leave from here, we fucking. Like, I'm not one of those guys. My interest is in the truth, so don't you tell me them lies. I'm interested in you, cause you be matching my fly. We just two birds, now let's make love in the sky. Shit. Hey, look, but I'm just trying to figure you out. Do you be crying all the time cause you won't dick in your mouth? Do you like it when I be dicking you out? When I had your ass to the north, your face buried down in this. But you ain't gotta call me cause got me, man, I'm good, I swear, protecting my energy. You don't want me, so stay over there. Biting your lips, catching a fit like I'm supposed to care.
It's a vibe, man.
Girl, get over here and show me that you love me. If you love me, then I say, show me that you for me. If you for me, then I'm counting Benjamins, trying to meet these fucking ends. Like, girl, I'm trying to make it work. This life get hard as rock, so I'm cutting to this paper first.
That's that fire.
Let's get it.
One of my best productions, like as far as like the mix.
Okay, then.
Yeah, yeah.
So many layers.
Exclusive right there.
Exclusive. Only place you can see it right now is soon enough it'll be our own lane. Everything will be our own lane. It just rides out. Just lets it ride.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I like it.
Cause I couldn't help but keep freestyling to it. Every time I heard it, I was like, it made me want to hit a verse. So I did.
Rock, paper, scissors, we playing. Shit. Ay, okay then. Okay then.
That's smooth right there.
Really, yeah, like he's got away with it. Like he's got away with his picking, his picking his beat selection is on. It definitely always matches the vibe. Like that's a talent that I think a lot of artists really underrate is like what
Yeah.
beat and how much that matters. Because like when there's a hitting ass beat, how many songs can you think of? You mentioned one earlier. What song was it? P. Pablo. Yeah,
Yeah.
that beat, man. That beat was on.
Yeah. And you know, even like as far as beat selection is real important. You know, when you choose your beats, because how the you want a beat that complements your flow. You know what I mean? You want a beat that complements your flow and everything. So you gotta have a good beat selection, and also you gotta have the right. You gotta have good lyrics. And if you have good lyrics that rhyme or sound good together, they'll go good on almost on any beat. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like
Yep.
especially if you know how to write them or flow with them. You know?
That's the main thing. But that's on a that's an MC like 101. Like that's they better have that in their tool set. Like you gotta have lyrics and you gotta have flow. If you don't have those two things, like you're gonna be fighting upstream the whole time. Like that's just to be real. Like I know I may not be as far as an artist. Like I'm not a traditional artist by any means, but I knew that from the beginning, and it was like when I'd see say somebody was like dancing to my music, I'd be like, why the fuck are you dancing? Like it's not about that. Like, I'm rapping about something completely different, and it ain't one of those beats that makes you want to dance. Like but people don't care. They're in a mood and they want to do whatever they want to do. So, you know, being entertaining and being entertainment is a whole nother thing than having substance. Than having like substance. Like I love substance. I love stuff that actually means something. But I listen to a bunch of shit that don't mean nothing.
Yeah. It just varies, you know, whatever the mood is, whatever comes
Yeah.
on sometimes. You know?
It's the mood. So
Well, that's true, man.
what from Tio Lestat, mental health. What was your favorite track on there? Do you remember?
I would have to look at the name. Let me see. I know it's.
If you look on the
It was-
stream, it's on the screen on the stream, on like Instagram or on the YouTube. It shows on the right there. I don't know how much delay there is.
It was the one that was called Mental Health, I think it was called.
Yeah, it's got Hard Times, Dear Diary, No More, Even Up and In.
Dear Diary, yeah, Dear Diary is good. I like that one.
Dear Diary is a fact. That's a good one. That's one that. Tio Lestat, mental health.
Dear diary,
Theo,
Dear diary, I hate you so much. Why you lie to me? Feel so lost and out of touch. These entries keep trying me. Starting to be too much. How could you keep denying me and take it to the cusp? These pages keep lining me up. Ain't smear like blush. Could end it all and bite the dust. That's why I write down my thoughts now. Cause it's so tough, so we don't paint the wall with words. A masterpiece that sucks. Could end it all, who give a fuck? That's rough. Feel life slipping out my hands clutch. Erase the penciled in phrases you jotted down. I think I've had enough. The positive stuff you told yourself was just a bluff.
Dear diary, I scribe these words deep inside of thee, cause I can't lie
Dear
to you
diary.
and me. It's written in
Theo
black
get down,
and
bro.
blue.
I like his rawness, bro. It's real raw. You know what I mean? I love that.
Yeah, that same.
Dear diary, nobody cares, so I pipe down. Shit, we barely living right now. I'm falling earthbound. Probably taking
I don't know
flight
why
now.
he
My
reminds me
ex
of
told my
Necro.
being against me, so I fight it
Do what?
out. She says
Hold
she's
up,
scared. What's
we
she
gonna pause
scared
it.
about?
Says what?
I said I don't know why he reminds me of Necro for some reason.
I get 100%. I can hear that. Like,
Yeah, Necro. Yeah.
dude, but Necro. That's the other thing though. I guess Necro's beats though was always that northeast, like the super electronic.
Yeah.
Like, but I really loved Necro back in the day, like, cause he's been around a minute.
Yeah,
Like,
Theo gets down, bro. Shout out to Theo Lestat. Let's get it.
every time, Tio Lestat, mental health, run
I
it.
feel empty, so I don't care now. Hurting me's more tempting. A constant stare down. We're stopping or preventing with this nine. Me airing went out instead of this pen, cause I feel penned in. Shit, I think I'll say some prayers again.
Dear diary, I scribe these words deep inside of thee, cause I can't lie to you and me. It's written in black and blue. I'm listening and asking you, how can Tiola Stat make it through? Dear diary, it's sad but true. You can't lie to me like I lie to you. Spending my soul in trying times through and through. Now what I'ma do? Life seems bleak and blue. I eke and I stew in this reality. I wish something new made me feel love, but in reality, keep saying it do, but nothing does in this duality. Take me from the pain and the fuzz by journaling stuff and actuality. I numb it with the booze and the buzz, and don't get a buzz. Wanna get up with the thoughts to lift me up. Where's the expressions? Keep it moving when the moving gets tough. I can't keep on doing it. I feel like giving up. Dear diary, I scribe.
You know, the first song I heard of T.O. was back to
Yeah, that shit goes hard as fuck.
I'm listening and asking you, how can Tiola Stat make it through? Dear diary.
That track is a damn jam, man. Like,
yeah, that was a classic right there.
He's so talented, man.
Mental health respondent. What was that?
Despondent Edition, Mental Health. Like that was my first, the first album that was out for my production for under with Shadowworks. Like that was.
You did all the beats, or which ones you did?
No,
all
actually,
of them on there?
I actually did not. I actually just did the recording on. Let me see. I mastered the whole thing. I didn't get to mix. I mixed all his vocals, and then I did three of the tracks, and then we did all of the interludes. My son is Dr. Feelgood.
Okay.
So he played that role in there. I thought that was really fun for me because just to see him get to play a part.
Yeah.
You know, he actually, you know, it's fucked up because like I didn't put anything out in the past 11 years. I haven't put out any music of my own. Like I've just been doing my own thing, like living life and working on the skills. Like I went and hid like fucking Willy Wonka back in the factory. Like I ain't opened the gates, you know. But now now that we've opened the gates, it's like, all right, now I'm on so many tracks, and most of that shit is coming out. But to see my son be more popular on like the track, what do we use for tracking? It tells you your position as far as your artist position in the world.
Okay.
And like my son, his, just because of how many times Tio's album got played, he was up above me. I was like, man, it's kind of fucked up, bro. It's like
that's comedy.
Hey,
he is your son though, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm saying, boy ain't want nothing. He wants nothing to do with music either, and that shit's like, how? Like I worked so long to try and get all this shit. Like nobody in my family was musical. Nobody played music. Nobody was it. Like my mom listened to music. That's it, and she only listened to country. That was it. Other than that, nobody was into music. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna figure this damn thing out for myself. And fucking now it's an obsession. And fucking I thought that one of the kids, like, yeah, they're gonna jump in. No, they want.
They're like, no, I don't want it.
Zero to do with it. I'm like, all right, Dad. They don't mind going to the shows. Man. Hey, that's how it is. That's how it is. In what is it? Immortal Technique said it too. He said, once you leave the house, you have to face the possibility of dying alone. Once from the time you leave home, you have to face the possibility of dying alone. It's yo, sometimes that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's how it is. Yeah, that's what's gonna be. You know what I mean? So
yo, you got anything to promote? Anything as far as like any artists that you want to throw up on here? Because we can do it. We can do a lot of things. Because normally how it is we go out on a freestyle or a performance or a song exclusive. So that's typically what we go out on.
Okay, yeah. You want to play one more or what?
We can play one more. I'm saying normally as the guest, but you know what? We hit an exclusive there. We hit that one.
I want to do one of my riddance.
Yeah.
Put the beat on. See what we got.
All right.
I'll just put my riddance.
Oh hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
These songs.
How you feel about it?
I like it. Man, life's a fucking trip. Be careful what you do and who you hurt and who you touch. Because life's a fucking trip. One day you can be ballin', the next day in a big. The sunny day, California, high game, night breeze, palm street. Wow, I lost the flow. Nice. Okay. I tried. But yeah,
Hey, yo, hey, that's it. That's where we at.
I ain't an artist. I ain't a rapper. Though.
That's all right. It's kind of tight. What you say, day and night? We can do it. What you say? We drinking fluid, getting drunk, getting fucked up and daily. What you say? Cause I've been crazy since the 80s. I may be a baby, but like I said it, ain't no thing. Don't forget it. I gotta live it. What you say? I'm feeling exquisite. Cause my man's out in Cali. What you say? You don't know me. You better go work out at Valleys. Fuck it. Fuck you, homie. I be running around with my ducats. I don't give a fuck, man. You better buck down, better duck down. Yeah, you know you getting stuck down, stuffed down like a fucking dirty clothes in a rack. Fuck it. I don't know where I'm at. I'm fucking tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm always ripping. I ain't doing shit but slipping. Why? Cause I've been drinking. Ain't no thing but I've been thinking. Let me get to it. Ain't no thing but I'ma get stupid. Yeah, I get dumb. And we could do it wherever you from. Let's hit it every time. Caesar Einstein, Cracker Rican, that's mine.
Kicking it with the homie smoke.
Oh shit, I didn't know you was running. I didn't know it was a cipher.
Yeah, there you
Yo.
go. I appreciate you though, man.
Yo, man.
It was a
Hey,
good time.
where they find you at?
Tony's Talk Showcase on Instagram or visit my website, tonystalkshowcase.com. Or you can find me on YouTube at Tony's Talk Showcase 42.0.
Bomb. You heard it. If you need
appreciate
need
you.
a beat, if you need a podcast to go check out, if you want to find some fresh ass music, if you need a photographer for your quinceañera, if you need a fucking
Yeah,
video
yeah.
done, if you need logos done, this motherfucker knows.
Yeah,
Yo, appreciate you, brother. Be easy, my friend.
All right, Cracker. See you later.
Yeah. Hey, you know how Riverside work though? Hold on, let me just stop the live first. Just
All right.
for that. Yeah, because you know how that should be.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you didn't upload everything.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, I didn't know what the hell I had to upload. These motherfuckers just jumped off. Yeah.
That's just terrible. Yeah, no.
Yeah. And I feel
But I
bad.
appreciate you, man. It was dope. I liked it.
Yo, I appreciate you, man. It's all love. Anything is everything, and you fucking come through, show love, and fucking drop the fuck out of this shit, cause like it actually got me hyped for a minute there. Like every time I get done with the show and I feel hype, like
Yeah.
that's how you know. What's up, Max Osama? I didn't know you was in here. Yeah, you should be up on the freestyles. Hey, you throw in next. I'll even stay online just so you can throw in. Yo, yo. It looks like it's let me see. Yep, we loaded. Yo. So hey, again, I appreciate you, brother. I'll get up with you. You know how it is. I'll send you the raw. Do you want the raw of this or do you want the link?
You can send me the link.
All right, we'll do, buddy.
All right, I hit you with a bit.
Bro.
Peace.
All right, y'all. That was Tony from Tony Showcase. Let's see here. Let's see. Is you still there? I just dropped another reel. Did you? Yo, well, hey, you want to jump on here? Hit a freestyle sesh real quick? Because I ain't scared. I know what Max Osama can do. Give you a chance to push your brand new. I mean, the man's got a single every single week, if not every single week, every other week. But he's got enough to be dropping every other day. Don't let him fool you. There's so much in the damn vaults there. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't respond though, we're gonna jump off and do the damn thing another time. We're probably gonna come back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we're gonna go ahead and have the kid out of, I wanna say Colorado or Cali. But yeah. We got our people coming through here shortly. So we might jump back on for another freestyle sesh because I think there was 3 or 4 people that wanted to jump on. So, yo, to the next one. Boom.